Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan TheOrganizer. So today I'm doing something different. This is going to be an exit video for my 2018 BMW M550i. We're mid-April right now, and I'm waiting to take delivery of my new vehicle. So by the time this video airs, I probably released the video of the reveal of my new car or SUV, something crazy. So go check that out on my channel. But so today this is going to serve basically as an exit interview. So how were the 3 years that I had this BMW? What did I like? What did I not like about this car? And I want to give a shout out to my buddy Matt Morman from Obsessed Garage. That's where I got the inspiration from. He does these exit interviews with all his cars pretty often. And yeah, it's beautiful outside. So here in Montreal, Canada, mid-April, the leaves aren't in the trees yet, but we're getting there. We finally have no more snow at least, and the weather is gorgeous. So I got this car in June of 2018, and I put on roughly 36,000 kilometers. I'll leave on screen how much that is in miles. But yeah, so it's been a blast. So for those who don't know, the BMW M550i has a twin turbo 4.4 liter V8 engine. So it's the same basic engine as in the M5, just detuned. This one has roughly 460 horsepower and 480 foot-pounds of torque, if memory serves me right. And the M5 obviously has over 600 horsepower. But basically, hopefully, I don't know if you're going to hear the engine. We'll try and do some pulls there later on. And so 3-year lease, I get a brand new vehicle every 3 years. So the purchase option doesn't make any financial sense for me. Rental is better in my opinion if you're keeping your cars 2 to 3 years. I like getting brand new cars all the time. And so what are the highlights of this vehicle? First of all, why did I buy it? The most important part for me was the comfort, luxury, and performance. So a good blend of all of those. I found that the N5 for me, although it's a fantastic vehicle, was a bit too stiff as far as the suspension is concerned, and the seats are more heavily bolstered and that kind of stuff. And the interior has more of a sporty nature, right, with carbon fiber trim and all that kind of stuff. So basically, yeah, I found the comfort levels to be absolutely amazing in this M550i. I got the optional comfort seats, which are Napa leather. They're perforated leather, cooled, heated seats, massaging options. I loaded this vehicle up with pretty much all the option boxes ticked. That includes a Bowers & Wilkins upgraded stereo. So this is their top of the line because you get the base line stereo in the 5 Series. Then you have the upgraded, I think it's Harman Kardon, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But this one is the top of the line Bowers & Wilkins. And for a guy like me, I'm an audiophile. I like listening to quality music. It's a treat. And so the performance, obviously, it is absolutely nuts. I don't do a lot of racing with this car because on the roads, I follow the speed limits. I'm very civilized, actually. I put myself on cruise control, so people on the highway often cross me and they're looking at me and like, what is going on with this guy? He has this powerful BMW and he doesn't seem to be using it right. Let me give you an acceleration here. I don't know if you could hear the engine. The brakes are super strong. 4-piston calipers in the front, M Sport brakes, and 2-piston rears. The wheels are pretty huge. They're 20 inches on the M550i. And in the rear section, it's 275 width and obviously 20 inches. Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires, so very grippy. The handling is nuts, but you also get, like I said, the comfort. That's what I really liked about this car. It is pretty insane. So here we're on a closed road, by the way, so we always follow regulations, so don't do this at home. But let me put this in sport and take traction control off. That's how easy it is. and then we can do a launch control. So foot on the brake, acceleration, launch control active, and there we go. Wow, this is insane, guys. The 0 to 60 miles an hour, or roughly 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, is done in roughly 3.7 seconds, measured with some measuring instruments from a couple of my friends who love this kind of stuff. And the quarter mile is done in roughly the low 12 seconds. And so it's a pretty fast car. I actually brought it to the track for some drag racing, so I have a video of that on my channel. I didn't lose a race on that evening. This is how good this car is, of course. All-wheel drive really helps with launches and that kind of stuff. And just the brute power, although this is a heavy car at roughly 4,500 pounds, it's still like that engine. It just keeps on pulling. So that was a cool thing. The performance is bonkers, but I don't use it to the full extent because, like I said, I don't really do tracking other than drag racing because I don't want to put this in a harmful situation. So 1/8 mile, quarter mile is pretty much all I'll do, but you can find that video and see if that's something that you guys like. I know a lot of my viewers love drag racing their vehicles. So we're on this gorgeous road about an hour from where I live in Montreal, in the Wooden area. I absolutely love this. Kind of a, not a mountainous, but let's say some hills, right? So some twisty roads. Hopefully you can tell on camera. We have the gorgeous sun outside. And so yeah, mid-spring, I just, beginning of spring, should I say, because we're mid-April 2021. I just had my summer wheels installed last week. We have to wait for the frost to stop and the snow to stop here in Montreal, Canada. And so yeah, that's one part that sucks because I absolutely hate winter. We had a brutal winter with tons of snow, inches upon inches upon inches. And now we get to enjoy this gorgeous weather. And so what has the experience been like in those almost 3 years that I've had this BMW? It's been pretty good. Obviously, not much can go wrong, ideally, right, with a vehicle in 3 years. That's why I keep my cars brand new and only keep them for 3 years and bring them back to the dealership. But I have to say, kudos to BMW. This is my second BMW after my previous 435i X-Drive Grand Coupe M Sport. That was a mouthful. So that was my previous car, was a 2015. You can see that on my channel as well. At the beginning of my channel, that's the vehicle I had at the time. Prior to that, I had a 2013 Audi S5 supercharged 3-liter 6-cylinder engine that was pushing 333 horsepower. And the previous BMW, by the way, had 335 horsepower thanks to the 2 M Sport packages back in the day. So the 435 is now called the 440. So that's the 6-cylinder big dog engine. It sits right below the M3 and M4. So yeah, I've had zero issues. I had absolutely no problems with this vehicle, and it was absolutely a treat and a blast to drive. I know a few of my viewers have purchased the M550i as well, and I know you guys love it for what it is. And again, I think the exterior looks, BMW absolutely nailed it with the 5 Series. It's not as, it doesn't have a look that stirs controversy, right? Like the new M3, M4, the 3 Series or the 4 Series with the, what they call the pig snout. I think that's growing on me, by the way. You have to see it in the flesh, I think, to really get it. I just don't, I think they went too far in the design. Of course, time will tell. I'm sure they'll sell a ton of that. They are great vehicles. They're super solidly built. I look at the fit and finish in this vehicle, guys, and it is first rate. Like all German luxury brands, Porsche, BMW, Audi, Mercedes, the fit and finish, the materials, the quality of fabrication, the engineering, right? I think that's one reason I also like German luxury cars a lot. You feel that engineering prowess and just top-notch everything. You get powerful brakes, powerful engines, you get great steering, you get suspension that's been tuned like there's no tomorrow. Again, the quality of materials inside as well. BMW has really raised their game in their past few generations there. Before, Audi used to be the only leader in the category, I find, as far as interiors go, and now BMW has really stepped up to the plate, and you really feel like this vehicle is worth every penny. For those of you who are wondering, this one cost $103,000 Canadian. On screen screen, I'll leave the price in US conversion because I ticked all the options boxes. So this is loaded to the gills with everything from the comfort seats, the optional Napa leather, the Bowers & Wilkins sound system, the top of the range 20-inch wheels, GPS navigation, of course, is included. I got the LED interior illumination. We have these ceramic dials, so a nice finish on those controls that you have just brings everything up a notch. And yeah, a bunch of other quirks that I really liked about this vehicle. And so I enjoyed detailing it as well. So you can see when I first got it, I detailed it right away. And I had applied CarPro Sequartz UK 3.0, a ceramic coating. It was a 2-year coating, but after roughly a year, I had partnered up with OptiCoat Pro Plus. I had my buddy Ivan LaCroix, who was the vice president for OptiCoat at the time, install a 7-year professional grade coating, so the OptiCoat Pro Plus coating on this vehicle. It's still going strong, obviously. I had done a 1-year update on that coating as well, so feel free to check those videos out. But yeah, it's been a super awesome experience. The finish of the paintwork, of course, for a detailer like me, is very high quality. That's what I like about German paints. A very hard clear coat, so it resists to little scratches and swirls or light marring, love marks as we call them, a lot more than soft paints like you'll often find on Japanese makes. And so it's built like a tank, guys. If you've driven German cars before, that's one thing they have going for them. They don't have long-term reliability yet, right? If you keep your cars more than 5 years, I wouldn't recommend getting a German brand. Just stick to what's tried and true and probably go with something like a Lexus or even Genesis now. I think they're doing a great job, the Koreans, with that entry-level luxury if you want, because you get great bang for buck. You don't get tremendous value with these luxury German brands. All the options, when you start ticking the boxes there, it goes north pretty quickly, and so you have to budget for all that, right? But yeah, it's been a total blast to drive. I highly encourage you guys, if it's been a lifelong dream and you work for it, why not, right? Just indulge, as I'm gonna pull into this parking and turn around. Yeah, make your dreams come true, guys. Hard work pays off, that's what I say. And you get to a point in your life, I'm 40 years old now, and if you haven't seen my new vehicle reveal, I think you're gonna absolutely go crazy. Yeah, because hard work, I honestly believe, pays off, and dreams do come true if you put your mind to it. Regardless of what your amount of money you have to put on a vehicle is, there is something out there that's made for you and that will make you smile and that will make you happy. So always focus on that. Let me give another pull. Oh my God, it just keeps on pulling. And the brakes, look at this, boom. It just brings you back to a halt super quickly. I absolutely love it. So let's pull onto this road. And there we go. All right, sorry about that interruption, guys. I'm still getting to learn to use all these new little cameras that I have. So an Insta360 action cam and my GoPro Hero 9 Black Series. So hopefully, by the way, this looks good and sounds good. I also have this brand new Tentacle Sync Track E audio recorder. And so, yeah, we'll figure this out. Thanks for your patience, by the way. I know you've seen me upgrade the audio and video quality a lot with the brand new Sony A7S Mark III camera, 4K now for the majority of my videos. Obviously today we're using these sports cams. It should still look good. So as I was saying prior to this cut, was that the acceleration just really gets you going, your blood pumping. And when I first did the test drive of this vehicle in June of 2018, no, actually a few months before, because we had to special order this from Germany. So I think it was like in early April 2018 when I test drove it. As soon as I pushed the push button start for the ignition and I heard that 4.4 liter V8 start up, I think I was sold at that point. Obviously, I didn't want to tell the sales rep, but yeah. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, smash the thumbs up button to show me your support. Click subscribe to my channel. Keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.